Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, everyone's on a fantastic fantastic day, wherever you are around the world. And of course, welcome back to another Liverpool news episode for you guys this evening. Again, guys, let me know how all of you are in the chat. And yeah, no, we're slowly but surely coming to more news as the season goes on. Of course, we've got Premier League fixtures, I think, coming up, I think, on Thursday, I believe. So that'll be interesting to see what we do get on the opening day, of course. But yeah, let me know how all of you are in the comment section down below. Of course, we've got I was going to say a jam-packed show, but we've got a few stories for you guys today. Anyway, of course, we're going to be speaking about Fabrizio Romano, of course, my cousin Fabrizio Romano. Of course, obviously going to be speaking about what he said Liverpool are currently looking for in this summer window. Of course, after signing the likes of Alexis McAllister and so on as well. We're going to be speaking about Romeo Lavia as well. Of course, there's been news concerning him as well, and we're going to have a look at more in depth, of course, what the news is on him. Of course, we're going to speak about Khephren Thuram as well. Not much news coming out today about Kefren, but of course we've got a little bit of news coming out here, there, and everywhere at the moment, of course. And of course, the final story of the show. Anyway, we're going to be speaking about Gabri Veiga. Anyway, of course, the Celta Vigo. I think he's 21 years of age, centre mid. Of course, at the minute has been speaking. Of course, not him himself, but of course, a lot of rumours coming out about him and Liverpool Football Club as of things of today, anyway. And of course, we'll be speaking. If you guys see anything or if I missed anything, then please do let me know in the comments as well. But yeah, let me know all of you are in the chat as well. If you're new around here as well, hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe. I can't speak. Subscribe button as well. And yeah, hopefully everyone's had a fantastic day. Of course, if we can get to 30 likes, guys, that would be very much appreciated as always. And yeah. Of course, hit that like button, hit that share button as well. Get as many reds in here as possible. Daryl's in saying, absolutely given up hearing. We've given up on Thuram, Kone, and Vega, and go for James Ward-Prowse and Lavia. If this is the case, I'm done. Klopp is just a yes man to FSG. I'm sick of it. To be fair, Daryl, as far as we know, and as far as I think many Liverpool supporters know, as far as I've seen anyway, Liverpool haven't given up on Thuram and Vega. Kone, I think, is a bit different. Of course, but we'll speak about that in this video anyway. You're late. I was a bit late. Again, apologies, chat. Hi, Connor, as well, says Bry. And Daryl's come back and said, we backed away from Thuram and Vega and Kone. We will get Ward-Prowse and Lavia. No, we're not, lads. We're not getting. We're not getting. We're definitely not. We're definitely not getting James Ward-Prowse. Lavia's, I think, a different story potentially, but yeah, James Ward-Prowse, no. We joked about it last night on Anfield Road TV now on Jack's channel. Absolutely no way. Liverpool are going anywhere near James Ward-Prowse. If Liverpool do, then yeah, it's the end. But yeah, absolutely not. He's not even on the list, as far as I know, anyway. But again, anything can happen in the transfer window, of course, anyway. But obviously, Brian saying hi. Rob's in as well, saying, I've only liked because you asked, not because I wanted to. Thanks, Rob. Freaking hell. Thank you very much, Rob. Again, obviously, I'm in Liverpool now for Friday. Yeah, so I actually say now, I should say, I am in Liverpool on Friday. So, of course, if anyone is about, then we'll try and meet up. If anyone does, anyway, Rob, I should be seeing you lads. So freaking, I'll come after you lads. James Ford, oh God, please no. As well as Barry, yeah. But again, James Ward-Prowse is not happening. Chat, I can tell you that right now. It's not happening. Some people might want it, and yeah, last night was a bit of a shocker. But yeah, no, absolutely not, 100%. Just as hands on heart, Connor, who do you think we will end up with? What, in terms of midfield signings or as a whole? As a whole, I think. Well, I think for midfield, I think Thuram. I think Liverpool will sign Khephren Thuram. If of course nothing goes wrong. As a whole, centre back, I think we do go after Mickey van der Ven. or Gonzalo Inacio. But then if the rumours are that Inacio wants to go to Manchester United instead of Liverpool, then fair enough. Go after Mickey van der Ven. And then midfield, Khephren Thuram, I think is a guaranteed option for Liverpool. And then, yeah, I'm not sure myself on the other one. I think Manu Kone might have still been it for Liverpool, but yeah, I think look for me, either obviously we're going to speak about Gabri Veiga in a moment, but of course Veiga, Kone, Gravenberch as well. I would still like Gravenberch personally. I'd say Thuram is more insured to be a proper Liverpool target. Apart from that, I think everyone's just guessing. In my honest opinion, but again, Liverpool will, I think, try and get 3 midfielders in the door next season. I again, obviously, we'll talk about Lavia in a bit, but yeah, at the moment, I don't think Lavia will be joining Liverpool either as well. But people are just desperate to believe that James Ward-Prowse story. That's weird. Again, I think though everyone's like in a past Liverpool in a past Jurgen Klopp world, it would have happened, and it would happen as well for Liverpool. Like Jesus Christ, we bought out the spine of Southampton at one point as well. So yeah, it's not out of the question, but yeah, I think the asking price is around 52-53 million pounds. No chance in hell Liverpool are going anywhere near that for James Ward-Prowse anyway. But Hull as well, yeah, I don't mention that. If Liverpool could save a few million, Liverpool would get James Ward-Prowse. True? Is it true? I'm firmly on the cusps of apart from ball delivery, James Ward-Prowse for me. You can't do anything else. Not in the Liverpool midfield. Like people complain now about Jordan Henderson in the midfield. Like I don't think James Ward-Prowse could. And again, I know people will argue, oh, he scores goals, he assists as well. Yes, sure, that's for when he's like the main person for Southampton. For Liverpool, he'd be a part of the system. And could James Ward-Prowse be a system player for Liverpool? I don't think so, personally. But not Veiga then. I don't know with Veiga. I think again, I want to speak about him a bit later on. I'll have my thoughts on him on there. It's a bit meh for me. Anyway, but evening chat for Doug. Hopefully well. I think we get Thuram. I think we be so because not many updates have come out as well. Obviously, yeah, Andrew. I think look, it's a waiting game now, isn't it, mate? For more news as well. And but if I missed a comment, no, I haven't. Hello, boss as well. Hello, I think Ball is it as well. Hopefully you're well, mate, as well. And hopefully, yeah, all of you guys are well in the chat down below as well. But we will move on, of course, and we'll speak on Fabrizio Romano, of course, my cousin. If you listen to Jack and Ricky, anyway, or Luke in that sense of things as well, of course. Now, Fabrizio Romano came up this morning and said that Liverpool are working on 2 more new midfielders after McAllister became obviously McAllister, but they also clear intentions to sign a new centre back this summer. Klopp and new sporting director Smakta on it. Contacts are taking place behind the scenes for new centre back, priority left-footed. Now, we heard news, of course, on Benjamin Pavard. I think Neil Jones today on Redmen, basically ruled that out for Liverpool. Liverpool have come back to Neil Jones and said that, yeah, Benjamin Pavard isn't on Liverpool's list this summer, which, of course, again, that goes back to Liverpool are looking at potentially a left-sided centre-half instead of, of course, that right-back, right-sided player in that aspect of things, which would lead me to think, that the fact that maybe Joel Matip might go potentially, or Joe Gomez might go out on loan. Who knows? But again, I think if Liverpool are looking at a left-sided centre half, again we speak about in terms of potentially look at the left back situation in terms of Robbo or Costas more importantly. Obviously, the thoughts are that Liverpool aren't going to be selling a left back or anyone else this summer coming up. But I do think that obviously I spoke about just now about Mickey van der Ven. I think it is between those 3 or 4 players. I think when you look at it, I think Colwell from Brighton, of course, he's now at Chelsea, but he obviously played at Brighton last season. I think Liverpool have very high on him at the moment. I think Mickey van der Ven's another one. Obviously, Garvidol is another person that Liverpool would clearly like to sign. But the problem is Liverpool don't have the finances to go, right, there's 100 million euros to go out and spend on Garvidol. And I think that's the only problem with that situation. I know Manchester City as well are also looking at him as well, which of course, with the funding they're going to have next season by winning the treble and of course the other parts of Manchester City. Of course, they've got ridiculous funds for next season. But I think for Liverpool, it's more the sense of I think midfield is crucial. I'd much rather get midfield sorted than buy for example, buy Khephren Thuram, for example, and then buy a centre half, and then we're a little bit lacking for the third centre mid. Sorry, I think that would be a dumb decision for Liverpool. I think if we would get the second and the third midfielder in the door and then look at a centre half, that might take all the window in that sense, and not what Liverpool or Jurgen Klopp wanted in terms of getting the deals done early enough for pre-season. But I wouldn't mind that, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, as long as the midfield gets sorted. If, for example, if we're waiting now forever for Khephren Thuram, and then we don't go after our other midfielder or a centre back in time for the pre-season, then I think everyone would be a bit frustrated in terms of what on earth's going on. Supposedly there was a plan, and it hasn't happened yet. So I think that's the thing that Liverpool have to be wary of. And of course, if we are going to go after a centre half this summer, but of course, look, the list will be going 3, 4, 5 players, I think, in terms of what Liverpool are after next season. But it will be interesting as well, guys. Let me know who you think Liverpool could get centre off. Like I said, I think Colwell, I think from Chelsea. I know Brighton are pushing to get him at the moment. Mickey van der Ven, Garvidol, Indica still, hasn't signed for a club at the moment. I think he is close to agreeing terms with Roma at the moment. So, of course, there's plenty of options out there for Liverpool to see whether or not, of course, what we do. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. We need energy in the midfield and legs for next season. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, mate. Do you think we have a chance to get Barella? No, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I think if he does come to the Premier League, I think Manchester City. I think he'd be perfect at that De Bruyne, role at City. Especially if the rumours are true with Kevin De Bruyne that he's going to be out for a while after his injury from the Champions League final. I think they'll quite easily be after midfielders this summer, as well as Liverpool and many other teams in Europe. But I think Barella might be one for Manchester City if City bid 60 something million for him. I do think 100%. I think he would end up going there. I don't think he comes to Liverpool, unfortunately. Like, I know Jack will be very annoyed at that, but yeah, it's for me 100% where Liverpool. Will he be amazing under Liverpool? Yeah, 100%. But will a Liverpool willing to go and spend 60, 70 million on Barella? I don't think we would. Personally, I think we'd much rather go and spend it on, again, Thuram, if I'm being honest anyway. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. If Stevie G gets the manager's job in Saudi Arabia, he's the first as is the first signing should be Henderson. I did see something like that on Twitter. People were saying, "Oh, look, you've got Liverpool players that need to be signed," and that. Is it true that he's getting the job? I was going to bring it up on stream, but I thought against it because I was like, as far as I've seen, all it was at the minute was Twitter rumors going on about Steven Gerrard and going on about Saudis and that, and of course that deal happening. I'm not sure if it is. If it is, chat, let me know. But sure, give us 20 million for Jordan Henderson. We're absolutely laughing. No, I'm kidding, of course. I think yesterday, obviously, me, Ricky, and Jack were speaking yesterday. And for some reason in my head, I thought Jordan Henderson was like he had just turned 30. So I was like, oh yeah, 25 million for Jordan Henderson easily. And yeah, the boys are reminding me that he is 33 as well. So yeah, we're not getting 25 million for Jordan Henderson in this market anyway. But yeah, that was a bit funny for some reason. But I just don't see the point in getting angry about a player we haven't signed and won't sign. Who's that in regards, Bry? Let me know. Do you mean Barella, or do you mean someone else? Centre half is tough. No idea who we go for. Yeah, I think that's the little bit of a sense as well. What's going to happen with the centre half, because again, yeah, you got to be careful. Like we've seen Liverpool sign some absolute wallies at centre half, um, and yeah, it's been terrible. And then we've seen more recently in terms of um, Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Ibu Konate as well. Like we've seen how good the last couple of signings have been, especially under Jurgen Klopp in terms of centre halves. Um, so yeah, that's the thing. It's the expectation of, when you look at the Bundesliga market as well. I think that there's obviously some good players in there at the moment, or whether or not Liverpool will actually do something in that regard. But again, I think it's whether or not Liverpool do turn around and go, oh yeah, we're going to spend what 20, 30, 40 million on a centre half. That, like, the 40 million mark, I think is a bit, especially for somebody who's going to be third choice centre half at the minute. You suspect we're going to buy somebody who is third choice right now, and then will become second choice, alongside Ibu Konate, hopefully. But yeah, that's the other thing as well. Are you Welsh? Yes, I am. Some fortunately and unfortunately as well. Yes, I am. Where is that investment which was promised by FSG? I think Neil Jones spoke about it, didn't he? Saying that things are happening behind the scenes, and we won't know until, I think, August, was it? I think something was said. Again, I'm not entirely sure on it, but I think there was talks of Singapore ownership, or some consortium coming up with investment. Again, I'm not entirely sure on that, but yeah, absolutely, 100%. But he's gone out there for talks as well. Yeah, I seen him get out of a car, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's done, it's done." And I was like, well, again, I haven't seen anything else on it. But yeah, no, obviously, what I saw a tweet earlier on was what Stevie's gonna go to Saudi, get 4 billion, and then come back and then buy FSG out. That would be funny if that was to happen. To be fair, I know James will price as well. Yeah, look, hello Ozan as well. Hopefully you're well, mate. Good seeing you. But yeah, no, the again, the World Pro stuff. I think, look, yesterday we spoke about it on Jack's channel. We spoke about, again, the article piece was an absolute mess. Let's just say that lightly. Um, yeah, I think, look, realistically, if James Ward-Prowse is going to be coming to Liverpool whatsoever. And I think the other thing as well is Liverpool will be stupid enough to pay 50 something million for him as well. That would be hilarious if that was to happen. Anyway, when Warrior says I'm lost too, oh, good to know. Good to know I'm not the only one, yeah. To be fair, Warrior as well, but very good to hear as well. Anyway, but we will get on. And we will move on to, of course, Romeo Lavia. Now, David Lynch, of course, this is echoed by This is Anfield as well, but they have come out and said, obviously the article piece that I'm about to show you right now, of course, you can see right now on screen, saying Liverpool not interested in a bidding war with Chelsea for Romeo Lavia. Now, I think that's pretty obvious that Liverpool wouldn't be going, you know, ridiculously high for him, of course. But as the article says, but they, of course, according to recent reports, Liverpool are not prepared to engage in a bidding war for the likes of Chelsea for the signing of Romeo Lavia. Of course, it goes on about Southampton, of course, Liverpool being admirers, blah, blah. And it does go on to say as well, of course, Football Insider's Merseyside correspondent David Lynch has reported that while Liverpool have made contact over a potential deal, the club will not be held ransom to sign the teenager. Lynch wrote that the Reds would require guarantees from Lavia that Anfield is his preferred destination and that Chelsea have already laid the groundwork for a summer move. The new Stamford boss manager, of course, Maurizio Pochettino, is said to be a huge fan of the Belgium as he plans to reverse his side's fortunes following the 12th place finish in the Premier League season. Now, for me, guys, and I've said it to you guys, for me, I don't want Lavia. I think, look, could he potentially be a phenomenal player in the future? Yes, I think, of course, he's got a very high ceiling in that regard, but for we know his price is going to be £50 million. We know that for a fact because, of course, Manchester City have that buyback clause in his contract, which, of course, will keep him. Of course, Southampton will want £50 million because, of course, I think that clause doesn't come into effect until next summer as well. So again, there's always an option there for City to go back to him. But of course, Southampton are not going to ask anything less than 40 million. I think they've pretty much said, look, it is £50 million for Lavia. And I think, look, the only club that out of the two that would do that is Chelsea, of course, because they are looking at a DM, of course, with Manuel Ugarte, of course, they were going to go after, and he went to PSG instead for more money. So again, that opens up the door for a DM at Chelsea, which, of course, Lavia, alongside Enzo Fernandez, potentially could be the partnership that they're looking at. And look, I think, if I'm being truth be told, let Chelsea go and buy him. I don't think Liverpool should be anywhere near Lavia. After listening to a few Southampton supporters this season and saying, and speaking to them personally, but just getting the general consensus from them is the fact that when the cameras are on, Lavia is one of their best players on the pitch. When it's a 3 p.m. kickoff or an early kickoff where the game's not on TV, for example, he's one of their worst players on the pitch. So, again, 19 years of age, still plenty of time for improvement, but is he worth £50 million? Not in my opinion. I think Liverpool are the same, and just by there now in terms of a bidding war, I think Liverpool will be more than happy to just turn around and go, yeah, no, Chelsea, have him. We're not going to be, forcing our hand in this bid anyway. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Anyway, what else we have? Ozan says the Saudi clubs are recruiting heavy as well. Yeah, no, you've got. It's not even that though. You look at somewhere like Inter Miami, for example, at the minute. Of course, they've got Messi now. Rumors, I think, coming out of there as well, saying that Biscuits is going to be going, or Sergio Busquets is going to be going there. Jordi Alba as well. I think they want him. Somebody else as well. I think they want from Barcelona, or an ex-Barcelona player as well. So again, the Saudi league though, you've got Bobby. I think has been given a contract offer from Saudi. I think you've got them. You've got. I'm just trying to think. Obviously, Ronaldo's there. We know that. Apart from that, I'm not too sure, guys. Retirement leagues as well, says Bry. It does feel like that at the minute. But again, you're going to get a big, massive wad of cash, don't you? That's the thing with Saudi League at the moment. But yeah, no, it's realistically, and I'm surprised Stevie's actually going to be going there as manager as well. Might do him the world of good though, maybe potentially. But again, we'll have to wait and see anyway. But we're going to move on anyway, guys. We're going to speak about, of course, Khephren Thuram. There's not been much news on Khephren Thuram's side of things at the moment. But, of course, Fabrizio Romano, again today, I think on a podcast, did come out and say again that Liverpool have held conversations with the agents of both Khephren Thuram and Manu Kone, but they are not. But of course, we haven't put through an official bid yet for either at the present moment in time. But there was an interesting piece from this person, Daniel Nelson. Now, I think he's an ex-writer. I think he may have done something for The Athletic. I'm not entirely sure. just looking at it briefly, but of course he came out and said that Thuram has told Nice of his intentions to leave in hopes of securing a move to Liverpool. Nice have accepted his wishes and are now going to listen to offers lower than his original £50 million valuation. Let the talks commence. Now, we know that Liverpool don't want to pay 60 million euros. That was made obvious. Of course, I think Neil Jones today on Redmen did speak about Thuram, and said that, again, Liverpool will probably be looking for 40, 45 million for Khephren Thuram. I think either way, I think 40, 45 mil. I think Liverpool should be all over it. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think, look, just judging from the videos that I've seen and just judging from people's opinions of Khephren Thuram, he does have a massive ceiling ahead of him. And again, like we spoke about him plenty of times. I know Jack and Ricky will probably listening to this and going, "Oh, he's talking about Thuram again." Yeah, I am talking about Thuram again, but it's the only news at the minute in terms of. I think he's clear now Liverpool's number one target. I think there's another tweet that I've got up as well from Josh as well. From, of course, with you guys, Josh being pretty accurate this summer as well. Of course, I think he's now working with the Anfield Talk as well, saying it wouldn't shock me if Nice attempt to drag the deal into the Euro 21 tournament. Of course, Euro 21s. They want a bidding war, and they aren't getting one, as the player wants Liverpool and others are pulling out of the race. Now, in terms of when he's talking about other teams being interested, of course that is Newcastle that was also being spoken about. Again, Newcastle quite clearly aren't going to be the ones where I think they've gone and signed a cheaper alternative. I think to hang on a minute, chat. What are you going on about Mbappe, chat? I've just seen Mbappe stuff. I'll get on to it in a minute. I'll have a look at it now. But in terms of Thuram, I actually massively agree with this in terms of Nice trying to move it into the under-21, into the Euro tournament. I think that's the plan, because then teams will be 100%, looking at him and going, "Oh, look, we could get him," like the likes of City, United as well. I think, look, Liverpool should 100% get the deal done, as quick as possible. But I do also think that, of course, it's going to be hard because I think the Euro tournament, chat, let me know if it is true or not. I think the tournament starts in a week's time, I think. So hopefully, we could get something done before that. But just judging from the general chat around it, I don't think we're going to be doing it personally. But again, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Chat, to be fair. But again, let me know your thoughts, just general on Khephren Thuram as well. Because for me, I think Liverpool should 100% sign him as well. But let me know your guys' thoughts as well. But let's have a look at Mbappe. What's going on? Fabrizio Romano, Kylian Mbappe has informed PSG on his decision. He'll not trigger the option to extend current contract. Blah blah blah. So practically he's going to be sold this summer. Is that what we're getting at, Jack or chat? Sure, like get Mbappe in. Hashtag Mbappe 2024. Yeah, no, we're not getting Mbappe, chat. But what else do we have anyway? But Zaha turned down 30 million. Did he turn it down? I didn't know. I didn't realize he turned it down. Efforts will be ramped up this week. Fully expect Kefren Thuram to become our second signing. Oh, that's from Grizz Khan. But for God's sake, everyone's tweeting Mbappe. No, brilliant. Hashtag Mbappe 2024. Make it happen. Yeah, just shove 100 million there. Like, you are Kylian. There you go. There's we won't speak about wages, but there you go. But Mbappe news, lads. For God's sake. Jesus. I should see Jack's comment. Go away, lads. Mbappe news, lads. We need a Salah backup. Yeah, we definitely need a Salah backup, don't we? Well, we do, to be fair, but yeah, definitely get Mbappe in for a Salah backup. Do you want some chicken, lads? Chicken, lads? Chiesa all day long. Get him as well. I would want Chiesa, but that knee injury for me. I always say it. the knee injury for me for Chiesa was a big hit in terms of, again, uh, what you can expect from him. Again, especially Premier League football, I just don't trust it now. I'm being perfectly honest with you. Alejandro's in saying it's now or never for Killian. Again, honestly, if Liverpool did get Mbappe now, that would be pretty funny. Don't get Jude, we go and get Killian instead. We haven't got a number 7. That's true, very, very true. Anyway, I will quickly get up what Jack is going on about. Let me quickly see if I can get it up for you guys. Anyway, I'm just going to bring it up again. If will people want to see Mbappe news? Who knows? But right, let me quickly get up Fabrizio's tweet if I can find it again, because for some reason now I can't find it. Let me just type in Fabrizio Romano. But actually, to be fair, if we could start a poll, the chat. To be fair, can Jack, as a mod, can you do polls now in the chat or not? I don't know. I think YouTube might allow to do it, but I'm not sure in that area anyway. But right, there we go. There's the tweet. So, like I said just now, where we buy. Where's the tweet? There it is. So, obviously, according to Fabrizio Romano, Jesus Christ, bro, I've just seen your comment. Absolutely not, lads. So, as you can see over there, Kylian Mbappe has informed PSG of his decision. He'll not trigger the option to extend his current contract until 2025. It means that deal would expire next June. Of course, as Lucky called it, and of course, it does say PSG's position: no plan to lose Kylian on a free new deal now, or could be sold. Now, what is it? Last summer, here we go again. Like Jesus Christ, last summer was an absolute mess with Mbappe last year. Like I don't think he goes anywhere. For being perfectly honest, am I blurry? I look very blurry, don't I, chat? Apologies. But yeah, no, it needs to be something where Liverpool will not go anywhere near Kylian Mbappe as well. But yeah, no, it'd be pretty funny if it was to happen. But look, it's not going to happen. For being honest, Connor, do you rate Gabri Veiga from Celta Vigo? We'll get on to him in a minute. We're going to actually speak about him in a brief moment, mate. But I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 on him. Actually, want to afford his salary? No, he's on $1 million a week or something like that. It's ridiculous. Liverpool and players with no knees is our specialty. The truth, that is very, very true. 100%. Nunes plus 100 million for Mbappe. Jesus Christ, don't get me started on that, bro. Rather Darwin Nunes. Mods can't make polls. That's dumb though, isn't it? I'll have to try and see if I can sort something out. If Mbappe goes this summer, I expect PSG to go all out for Salah. Yeah, though they could. Swap deal? Question mark. Yeah, they could. They could come in big for Mo Salah. Of course, there was that meeting that Salah went to with the PSG owner like back months ago, and everyone thought that he was going to go and buy the club. Again, I don't know if that would happen in that regard. But yeah, we'll have to see. I don't think Liverpool would, unless it's like over 100 mil still. I don't think Liverpool sell Mo Salah personally, anyway. But no need to be higher. No need to be a higher tier mod as well. I'll have to look into it as well, because I know I haven't really spoken about this as well. But yeah, we're now monetized on the channel. So again, I apologize if you do get ads. I've tried not to put ads once people are in the videos. I've tried to do skippable ads, but as Ricky told me yesterday, he had 2 very long ads that he couldn't skip to watch the video. So again, I apologize for that. I have put skippable ads. Well, of course, we have put, we're now fully monetized as well. So again, that's good in that sense. Okay, of course, YouTube just randomly notified me, and I was like, oh yes, you now monetize. You can now become a YouTube partner. I was like, oh, fair enough, thank you very much. About time, like. But yeah, no. I'll have to take a look into it. On the TM mod, Real Madrid will get him for free as well. I think that as well. I think he stays for another season. For being honest. Okay, Nunes plus 80 million as well, says Bry. No, I wouldn't sell Darwin Nunes. I love the lads. I think he'd be brilliant for us next season. Congrats on being monetized as well. Thank you, Ozan. Hopefully we'll get some dough. No, I'm kidding, of course. All about the money now, lads. It's a big time. No. To be fair, I looked at. To be fair, I'm not going to mention how I think the last couple of days have gone, but I just yesterday it just went from like a couple of pence to up there, which for some reason it did for some reason. But yeah, no, it was pretty funny to be fair. Quickly, no, that's old news. Anyway, but we're going to talk then about, of course, the main headline for tonight's show. Anyway, in Gabri Veiga, of course, the Celta Vigo centre mid. Of course, I believe he scored 11 goals and got 4 assists from centre mid last season for Celta Vigo, which of course is a very good goal contribution as well. But of course, according to I'm going to call it Ruddy before we do friggin' before I do what's him anyway, saying Liverpool is set to make a concrete move for Gabri Veiga. He has a 40 million euro release clause in his contract with Celta Vigo. Not only Liverpool, but Chelsea, Manchester City, Real Madrid, and Napoli are among the clubs interested. And then Fabrizio Romano, about an hour before the stream, said that nothing decided for Gabri Veiga's future, despite the rumours of deal done with Newcastle a few days ago. The race to sign the Spanish top talent is open. Liverpool have also been informed on conditions of the deal. Their scouts monitor Veiga this year. Of course, release clause is around 40 million euros, which is around 35 million pounds at the present moment in time. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts on that on Gabri Veiga. We'll quickly get up his stats for you guys as well, if I can quickly get them up as well. But just, of course, last season, 11 goals and 4 assists in La Liga last season, which of course is very good and very good attacking option, especially if Liverpool are going to be moving into this new style and this new system for next season, which of course, hopefully we are going to be continuing, of course. Let me quickly get it up for you. Actually, to be fair, before we do get it up, as it might come in the chat. StreamYard has decided to go, no, we don't want to show that. There we go. For some reason, it didn't allow me to show that anyway. But there we go. So, of course, you can see there 11 goals, 4 assists in La Liga for Gabri Veiga last season. And of course, quickly scroll down. Anyway, of course, you can see there in terms of goals, again, top 1% in terms of non-penalty goals for a midfielder. And again, you look at the dribbling stats, again, top 12% in terms of, again, progressive carries, successful take-ons as well, the touches in attacking box as well. Again, all good signs there. The only thing is defensively, not the best in that area, of course. I think comparing his stats to Jude Bellingham's, which of course I think has been the major comparison, I think over the last couple of months, I think Gabri Veiga is a lot more attacking. I think more so maybe like we looked at Mason Mount in that regard in terms of being maybe that on that right side for Liverpool, pushing a bit more forward. I think that this could be the sense in terms of Gabri Veiga as well, where he's playing more of an attacking free roam 8 role for Liverpool potentially. Again, I don't think Liverpool can go wrong for the price tag. Again, 21 years old. Sorry. Again, we'll have plenty of time for improvement. again, as Ozan said there as well, in terms of imagine Stefan Bajcetic and Gabri Veiga in our midfield next season as well. It again, we talk about McAllister, Thuram, if Thuram does come in, Gabri Veiga, Bajcetic, Harvey Elliott as well. Very good youth in that direction. Of course, plenty of time to develop and get even better. I think it's if Liverpool were to do it, it is a very good signing. The only thing for me is, can Gabri Veiga do the defensive work for Liverpool? I think Jurgen Klopp would have to teach him that in that sense. But in terms of potentially going forward, it could well be a good deal for Liverpool. But of course, we'll just have to wait and see as well. And big thank you to Doug as well. Again, much appreciated. Again, I didn't expect that. Thank you very much, Doug, as well, mate. Saying congrats on being monetized, buddy. Here is your super chat. Of course, you never walk alone. Obviously, big thank you, Doug. Massively appreciate it, mate. Again, didn't expect it as well. Big thank you to you guys as well, again, for the support on the channel. Because again, I said this on the 1000 stream. Again, wouldn't even suspect us to get anywhere near 1,000. I think going back, a couple of months and that. So again, big thank you for the support and everything as well, chat. To be fair as well, but I think we are going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Anyway, of course, with Gabri Veiga as well. I think Liverpool should 100%. If we don't go after Kone, I think. To be fair, for me, I would like more maybe Kone towards Gabri Veiga, but look, I think more importantly, Khephren Thuram. For me, 100% Liverpool need to be going after next season without a shadow of a doubt as well. But of course, any news that does break or anything that does come out as well, of course, will be live straight away for you guys to bring it straight away, of course. And hopefully, we will have news this week concerning Khephren Thuram. Fingers crossed, of course, Kylian Mbappe as well, potentially. Of course, that's the hope and dream, isn't it? But look, at the end of the day, any news that does break, guys, will be live straight away for it anyway, or close to live anyway. Because, of course, unlike the McAllister news, where it was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be live straight away. And then, yeah, about 2 hours later, it's like, yeah, now I'm going live for it anyway. But again, like we said, I think let's really check the likes. We're on 20 likes, guys. We can get to, like I said, if we can get to 30, because I know plenty of people watch the stream afterwards as well. Be very much appreciated as well in that regard. Anyway, but before we do it off, let me quickly read Brian's comment. Imagine how many subs you would have had if you started your streams on time. Do you know what? I'm not going to reply back to that, Brian. I absolutely hate you, but no, I'm joking, of course. I would have probably been on 5k by now. No, I'm kidding, of course. But look, at the end of the day, I massively appreciate the support on the channel, as always, guys, as well. But Panav's in as well. Hello, Panav, saying just popped in. Big up Connor as well. Hello, big up Panav as well. And again, just pick up everyone as well. Chat as well, of course. Warrior as well. And yeah, 100% pick up, guys. To you lot as well. But again, like I said, thank you for the support as well. If anyone is new, just tune in, like, share, hit that like button, subscribe as well. But yeah, this summer's going to be fun. I think in terms of transfer news, probably the best of a bad. Well, it's going to be better than what we have had over the last couple of years. But of course, we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, but until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. Hopefully, we'll be live tomorrow with another news episode for you guys. But if we're not, make sure to keep an eye on the shorts. If it is just one or two stories, anyway. But like I said, until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. I'll see you all later on. Ta-ra.